Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to dive into the realm of He-Man that many of you may not know about. Yes, Hero, son of He-Man, or Dare as he is called in his usual form. There were actually two different pitches for Dare, son of He-Man, one in the 80s, which became the basis for the New Adventures of He-Man TV series, and one pitched in the 90s that got scrapped. The 90s pitch bible that was scrapped is called Hero, son of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, which charts out the new direction the Masters of the Universe mythology was going to take following the original Filmation series. Lou Scheimer, one of the original founders of Filmation, founded Lou Scheimer Productions in the 90s. His company developed the Hero concept as a possible new cartoon series for the animation company DIC, but unfortunately, DIC rejected the series proposal and the idea of Hero was dumped. You may have already heard of the name Hero and recall the Mattel prototype that was created near the end of the last series of Masters of the Universe toys. Hero was to be the ultimate wizard, a new champion to take He-Man's place in Mattel's proposed new toy line, the Powers of Grayskull. He was to be the powerful and mighty ancestor of He-Man. However, the Powers of Grayskull spin-off died early in its development, before Hero could be introduced in any way to the public. There is no evidence that this Hero toy prototype in any way influenced Lou Scheimer Productions' new cartoon concept. So gather around, my children, and let me tell you the tale of the Hero, son of He-Man, dumped 90s concept. Fast forward into the future, and Eternia has gone around her son 10 times since Skeletor was banished to the Frozen Lands by He-Man and the Sorceress. Prince Adam has now become King of Eternia, taking Teela as his queen. King Randor and Queen Marlena have retired to their summer palace. The whole gang is back, along with some new faces like Airbag. When he's going into battle, he pops up like a weather balloon and emits a blast of hot air able to knock over bad guys with hurricane force winds. And Forklift. He can lift just about anything with his fork-like arms. Meanwhile, in a forest far, far away, a she-bear cat, half bear, half mountain lion, finds a shivering, lost human boy child. She takes him in and loves him as her own cub, which she had lost herself so many seasons ago. The boy learns the language of the animals and of nature, developing enhanced senses of sight, hearing, and agility. The boy can speak the human language and teaches his Eternian crow pet, Craven, to speak. As well, he still vaguely remembers his beautiful mother and strong father before he was stolen away, but those memories are only a distant, hazy dream now. One day, the sorceress tells Adam that it's time for him to share the power sword, that there is a legend of a boy without a name in a land without a name, and he is to inherit the power sword, and it's Adam's job to seek him out. Adam is very displeased. Now king, and in the prime of his life, being told to give up the power of the sword, very distraught, he takes on the quest. Unknown to Adam, Skeletor has returned to the planet after years of frozen banishment. He has returned with new characters such as Slob Boar, the half-man, half-pig, and Bug-Eye, who can command insects, along with old favorites like Beastman and Evil Lyn. Skeletor learns of this new nemesis, this boy without a name, and seeks him out before He-Man can find him. Beastman sets the evil beasts of the forest on the trail of the boy and his mother, and after a dramatic turn of events, the old she-bear cat gives her life so her son may live. Skeletor convinces the boy that He-Man and his friends were responsible for the death of his mother, and the boy swears revenge against He-Man. After a conflict between He-Man and Skeletor, the boy ultimately must choose between Skeletor and He-Man, but the boy learns the hard way that it is Skeletor who is the true enemy. Skeletor then blasts the boy's beloved pet bird Craven, and He-Man was hurt in the process of trying to save the bird, but when the smoke clears, only a few feathers remain. After seeing this act of kindness from He-Man, the boy even risks his own life to save He-Man's, and the group together subdues Skeletor, who flees. He-Man names the boy Dare in recognition of his brave spirit, and promises to give the boy a home. Back at the palace, Adam and Teela adopt Dare as their son in a great ceremony full of festivities. Dare has never been this happy before, and to top it off, his pet bird Craven shows up, who had gotten lost while evading Skeletor's magic. Under the guidance of Man-at-Arms' teenage niece Kayla, Prince Dare begins his education in both civility at the palace and the art of warfare. Dare is not only a young Tarzan learning to conform to the civilized world as a prince, he is also still a boy, too old for the joys of childhood but too young for the pleasures of manhood. Dare also has a secret crush on Kayla. Kayla is young, beautiful, and smart. She knows Dare has a crush on her, but he's just a young boy and she is 17. It's this guy named Hero that makes her weak in the knees. Though glad to be serving the attorney in court, she can't believe her uncle would stick her with such a bum assignment, teaching a snot-nosed kid straight out of the woods how to comport himself in public. Adam is still having a hard time coming to terms with passing the torch to Prince Dare, and it takes a confrontation with Skeletor. Adam as He-Man must choose between retaining control of the Power Sword and losing his kingdom, or sharing the sword with Dare and saving Eternia. Thanks to Zoar, the form in which the sorceress is able to leave Castle Grayskull, Dare becomes Hero for the first time, and Kraven is turned into the mighty Battlebird, as Dare thrusts the Power Sword into the air and shouts out, "I am Hero, son of He-Man." When Dare becomes Hero with the strength and power of a man, his feral skills are heightened, setting him apart from He-Man with valuable abilities. Although Hero may possess the look of a man, he still retains the mind and emotions of a young boy. Adam may occasionally make an appearance as He-Man by himself, apart from Hero, but usually as a result of Dare being temporarily unable to become Hero. He-Man and Hero can appear together as well in times of great danger to Eternia, where He-Man first yells, "By the power of Grayskull," in which Hero responds, "I am Hero, son of He-Man," and together they shout, "We have the power!" Battlecat becomes Hero's mighty steed, upon whom he rides into battle, unless that is, Hero decides to take to the air, in which case he calls upon Kraven, who is able to turn into the mighty Battlebird. Adam hopes that he and Dare will be able to search out the secret of Dare's past together, and the identity of his parents shall remain an unsolved mystery until the very last episode. But it was apparently admitted way back when by Lou Scheimer himself that Dare's parents were really He-Man's sister Adora, or She-Ra, and Seahawk. So that is the unsung story of Dare, or Hero, the son of He-Man. Just a few years ago, in the Masters of the Universe Classics line by Mattel, a Dare, or Hero 2 figure was created, not to be confused with the first Hero prototype that I mentioned back in the day. As well, we see Dare partake in some adventures within the Masters of the Universe Classics mini-comics that came with these figures. So let me know in the comments down below if you would have liked to see this 90s pitch for Hero, son of He-Man to be made. So please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I come up with new videos every week. Come check me out on social media and help support the channel on Patreon. So thank you guys so much for watching, and stay legendary.